It's kind of the way we are encapsulated in society. Like it's got a ton of deep meaning.
They are pillars of innovation.
Oh, like I love like old modern architecture because I think it's kind of our stamp in history.
Monuments forged by necessity, designed by imagination.
I think it looks like a giant boat.
Kind of like an upside down house or structure.
With a little bit of a spaceship mixed in there.
They're just ugly. Like, I just don't like looking at them.
But even Larissa Bolivar is having a hard time imagining what architects were thinking.
Like, what are they evoking?
When they designed this.
Minecraft characters, Lego characters, robots. No psychedelics in this house, guys.
Since last year, the 2 units across the street from Larissa have been her good morning and good night.
It just takes away from the personality.
A housing unit, known as a slot home, built to replace the aging house that used to be there. It's all made Larissa wonder.
I mean, like, who approved that? Like, who looks at that? Oh, yeah, that looks great.
The answer is far less cloudy than their construction sites. Slot homes started peppering the Denver landscape around 2012 when the population boom ramped up. An unintended byproduct of more lenient zoning codes, their goals were simple: fit lots of people in smaller spaces designed with efficiency in mind, and sell them for the same price as one home.
So we're off the 1218 Quitman.
For real estate agents like Justin Phillips, that means 2 words: cash cow.
Hi, how's it going?
It's why he's right outside Larissa's home door knocking, trying to get people to sell.
They can usually buy it for market price, build, and still make a sizable profit on selling each individual unit as a condo.
Depending on the savviness of a seller, a builder will buy an old home for around $400,000 to $600,000. They'll raise it and build 4 to 8 brand new slot homes for around the same price. Then they'll package each of those units as an individual condo and sell each of them for the same price as the original raised home. Whew, that's a lot of math, but it comes out to about $3 million in profit. Not bad.
Yeah, you lose some of the nostalgia and stuff that's here, but a lot of these people that have been here, I mean, some of these houses are from the 1920s.
Justin sees them as a superior product that's filling a housing need. And it's true, slot homes maximize land use with newer utilities.
This doesn't look like Denver.
But Christine Frank of CU Denver's Center for Advanced Research in Traditional Architecture sees them, frankly, as a mistake.
Large blank facades that are unarticulated, that don't have openings, that they produce a fear response in people. It creates a real anxiety.
Here's an example. In 2011, a study by environmental psychologist Colin Ellard found that when strangers were placed in front of what was deemed a boring building in New York City, they had a harder time connecting than when they were placed in an active streetscape full of restaurants and playgrounds.
We are not building new buildings that are good for our public realm.
It can change the experience of a block that someone's lived on their entire life.
It's why Denver Planning Director Brad Buchanan decided the city needed to tweak slot homes and not resist them.
I think the goal of the Slot Home Task Force is to create built outcomes, new homes for folks that we need in our city as we grow, that fit in our neighborhoods.
That means design ordinances that would force buildings to interact with the street through porches and windows. Currently, only 15% of Denver's buildings go through design reviews. The task force is thinking of expanding that, making sure these homes are more in line with the fabric of the neighborhoods in which they are built.
And it's got to be practical. We've got to be able to have the staff resources to accomplish it, but we are absolutely moving in that direction. It's critically important.
Too little, too late for some.
I mean, we have Victorian homes next to, I don't know what that style is, alien?
But for others, it's a start on revising our architectural stamp in history.
I don't know if it's necessarily beautiful or ugly, it's something in between.
This is what it will be for future generations to say, oh, that's what that looked like in 2000s. Like they were very out there.
In Denver, Dan Grossman, 9 News.